Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to see import contacts from Google Sheets to Google Contacts plus grouping guide. So let's suppose I'm running a business and I'm adding all my leads and all my contacts in my Google Sheets spreadsheet. I want that whenever I add a new lead there, it should be automatically created as a contact in my Google Contacts and it should be added automatically to a group. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of my time, and that's why I'm completely going to automate this entire process using Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Google Sheets and Google Contacts. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a manner that whenever I am going to receive or add a new data in my Google Sheets spreadsheet, the contact will be automatically created in my Google Contacts and it will be added automatically to a group. Now, if you want to learn a step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. So here we are going to integrate Google Sheets with Google Contacts such that whenever there is a new lead detail added to my spreadsheet, a contact is automatically created in my Google Contacts, and for this automation and integration, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. Now before we sign into our Pabbly account, let me quickly take you towards Pabbly Community. So you can join this Pabbly community to connect with business owners, experts and the Pabbly support team. You can share tips, ask questions and get quick solutions to your automation challenges. You can stay updated on latest features and collaborate with thousands of users who help and support each other every day. Now if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, we can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on this sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect, access now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow and I need to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta, which is modern, faster and more flexible one, and then we have this classic, which is a stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select this new beta and then I'll name this workflow as import contacts from Google Sheets to Google Contacts plus grouping guide, and now I'm going to select my folder. Now these are the folders which have been created. I'm going to select it as all automations and then click on create. So here workflow created successfully. Now as soon as I click on create, this box has appeared in front of me where I need to enter my trigger application. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Now here in this workflow, I want that whenever I'm going to add a lead detail in my Google Sheets spreadsheet, the contact should be created in my Google Contacts in a group, which means whenever I'm going to add a new contact detail or a lead detail in my spreadsheet, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger basically activates or triggers any workflow. Here in my trigger application, I will be taking Google Sheets, and following this trigger application in my action application, I will be taking Google Contacts. Here in my trigger application, let me quickly take Google Sheets. And in my trigger event, I'm going to select it as new or updated spreadsheet row and then click on connect. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. I'm going to follow the help desk given below and build this connection. For that, I'm going to open my Google Sheets. So this is the Google Sheets which I've created by the name contact details, and it has all these fields: first name, last name, email, phone, address and company. Now I'm going to add some value to these fields, like my first name is latest, my last name is user, my email address is latest45@pabblytudes.com. Then I'm going to enter my phone number as this, and then I'm going to enter my address as New Street and the company as Pabbly. Now here next, as soon as I've added the details, we have to go towards the extensions, click on this add-ons and then click on this get add-ons. Here Google Workspace Marketplace will appear in front of me where I need to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. And over here it will show install because I have already installed this Pabbly Connect webhooks. But if you are doing this for the first time, please make sure that you follow the same process and install this. After installing this, please make sure to refresh your Google Sheets. Now after doing this, you have to go towards the extensions, click on this Pabbly Connect webhooks and then go towards the initial setup. Then this box will appear in front of us where we need to enter this webhook URL and the trigger column. So I'm going to enter the webhook URL. This is the webhook URL. I'm going to copy and paste it over here, and then I need to enter the trigger column. It is written the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that raw data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here my final data entry column or the end column or the last column is column F, where I am adding the data. So the data will be sent from this column. The complete raw data will be sent. So I'm going to enter the trigger column as F. Trigger column simply means the end data column on which we are going to add any detail. So here I have entered the webhook URL and the trigger column. I am going to click on this send test and you will see all this data will be sent to my workflow, and here test data sent successfully. Now I am going to click on this submit and you will see setup configured successfully. So now I am going to open my workflow and check whether I have received all these details there or not. Before that, please make sure that you go towards the extensions, click on this Pabbly Connect webhooks and then click on this send on event. So this step will make sure whatever data you add in future, it is sent to Pabbly Connect. I'm going to open my workflow and here we have received the response. So the trigger column was column F. Then we have the spreadsheet name here. If I scroll down, I have this phone number. The name was latest user. Email address was latest45@pabblytutor.com. The company was Pabbly and the address was New Street. Here, as soon as I have added the details and sent the data from the spreadsheet, I have received that response in this workflow, and this shows the connection setup which we have created is working fine. And now whenever I will be adding a new detail, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Moving on towards the next step, whenever I receive or add a new detail, I want to create a contact in my Google Contacts. I am going to click on this add new action step, and in my action application, I'll search for Google Contacts. In my action event, I am going to select task create contact and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on this sign in with Google. You have to select your Google account with which you have logged in your Google Contacts, and then you have to grant away the permissions by clicking on allow. Your data is completely saved with Pabbly Connect, so you can do this. Connection created successfully, and now I need to enter these details. Now over here, I am not going to enter these details like this manually. Instead, I am going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from this Google Sheets, and when I click on this field, I can see this Google Sheets. When I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. I'm going to enter my first name as latest. I'm going to skip the middle name, and also it is not a required field. So I'm going to enter the last name as user. Then I'm going to skip this prefix and the suffix. I'm going to skip this gender also. So I'm going to toggle the mapping button and remove this. I'm going to enter the email work as the response which I have received, latest@pabblytutor.com. If you want to enter these fields, you can do that. I'm going to enter the company name as Pabbly, and then I'm going to skip these fields also. I'm going to enter the phone number which we have received. In the home also, I'm going to enter the same phone number. Then in the address, I'm going to enter the address which I have received from the response. I'm going to skip these fields. I have not received the response for these fields, and these fields are also not required one. So I'm going to skip this. In the event type, I'm going to toggle on this button and remove this event type. Then in this URL type, I'm going to select it as work. In the relationship, I'm going to toggle and remove the field. So here I have entered all these details. Now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static, and the information will not change even when you receive the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. After entering all these details, I am going to click on save and send test request, and here let's wait for the response. We have received the response, and this response is a positive one. Now I'm going to open my Google Contacts and check whether this contact has been created there or not. So I'm going to refresh this page once, and here it is. We have created this latest user, works at Pabbly. We have the email address, phone number, and the address as New Street. If I click on this edit, you can see all the details are same. These are the same details. Now I'm going to create a label, and in that label I'm going to add all the contacts. So I'm going to click on this label, and then I'm going to name it as Google Sheets. I'm going to save this. So here we have created the label by the name Google Sheets. I'll go back towards my workflow, cross the step, and I'm going to add another action step in which I'm going to take my action application as Google Contacts. And in my action event, I'm going to select it as add contact to group or label and then click on connect. Now, as I have an existing connection, I'll save this and connection created successfully. Now I'm going to select the group. So the group is Google Sheets and then I'm going to map the contact ID. So I'm going to toggle on this mapping button, remove this ID, and I'm going to enter ID which I have received, which is this one, resource name, people / and the ID. I'm going to click on the save and send test request, and here we have received the response, and this response is a positive one. I'm going to open my Google Contacts. I'm going to refresh this once. So over here I'm going to open this Google Sheets, and you can see that we have created this latest user in this Google Sheets group or the label. Now to summarize, we took Google Sheets as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We received the new data from Google Sheets spreadsheet, and then we wanted to create the same contact in my Google Contacts. I took Google Contacts as an action application, made connection with Pabbly Connect, entered all the required details and created the contact. And after creating this contact, I wanted to add that to group or the label. So I took another action step, made connection with Pabbly Connect, entered the ID which I have received from this Google Contacts response, executed this workflow, and finally created this contact in the particular label. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between this Google Sheets and Google Contacts using Pabbly Connect. I have attached the link of this workflow in the description so that you can check this out, and you can stay tuned to our channel for learning more such interesting automation. I hope you liked this video and understood this video very well, and if you have any doubts, you can comment down this video below and we will try to resolve it as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.